Kairi wa Alubera Ancestral Estate, province of the Olmec, Zai, Haiti, Haitian Empire. Primordial Emergency Notice, global exposure of birth certificates, slavery, and demand for restructuring under cosmic laws. To International Criminal Court, ICC, International Court of Justice, ICJ, and the United Nations Security Council from the sovereign Zai Yamasee Nation, Federation of Kalinago, Taino, Garifuna, Twa, Yamasee, Olmec, and many bloodlines. We urgent exposure of global birth certificate demands and demand for primordial governmental restructuring via ICC Star Charters. Global territorial exposure, birth certificate slavery regimes. The Zai Yamasee Nation as a cosmic witness to 7,000 plus years of primordial truth, names, and shames these corporate territories for weaponizing birth registration to enslave infants as state chattel. Territory, corporate alliance, mechanism of fraud, primordial group enslave, Trinidad and Tobago Limited, Births Deaths Act, Chapter 4602, convert infants to sesquiquavitrous. Kalinago, Garifuna, Taino, Olmec, Twa, Yamasee, survivors, United States of American Corp. UCC 138 live birth certificates as securitized assets. Lakota, Navajo, Cherokee, Puerto Rican, Taino, etc. Canada Crown Corporation, Indian Act 5 S.5 starters cards binding children to Crown Trust. Cree, Inuit, Métis, Haida. Australian Commonwealth, Birth Acts 1908, infants registered as human capital stock on ASX. Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islanders. United Kingdom Crown Registry, Birth and Death Registration Act 1953, Royal Treasury, liens on infants. Scottish, Picts, Welsh, Sealaws, Cornish cells. New Zealand, Treaty Violators, Births, Deaths, Marriages, Act 1995, Maori, Children as State Wards. France, Caribbean Colonies, Code Civil Act 55, Act des Nations, Create Bank of France Debt Slaves, Guadeloupe, Kalinago, Martinique, Garifuna. Brazil, Amazon Exploiters, Lady Registrars, Publicos, Article 30, Birth Certificate as Deforestation Collateral. Yaunami, Kayapo, Tupi, Guarani. Kairi wa Alubera, Ancestral Estate, Province of the Olmec, Zai, Haiti, Haitian Empire. Cosmic global exposure, Caribbean territories enslaved by birth certificate demons and Star Charter redemption codes. Comply by Sisha, keep of the Celestial Archives under sovereign mandate of the Zai Yamasee Nation. Profound list of Caribbean territories battling birth certificate slavery. Territory, true name, corporate alliances, birth certificate demons, primordial victims, ICC Star Charter. Kairi wa Alubera, Trinidad and Tobago Limited, registrations of birth, death, acts, Chapter 4602. Infants becomes sesquiquavitrous. Kalinago, Garifuna, Taino, Olmec, Twa, Zai Yamasee. Serious Convention, Article 5, nullification by Starlight. Uome, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Birth Act 1929. Garifuna infants collateralized for IMF loans. Garifuna exile from mainland. Pleiades Codes 3.14. Land body reintegration. Watukuguli, Dominica. Status of Children, Act 1998, illegitimate. Kalinago infants seized as state wards. Kalinago, last sovereign Caribs. Orion Belt Witness Protocol. Ancestral DNA restoration. Garifuna Coast, Honduras. Registro Nacional, RNP. Birth data sold to World Bank as human capital bonds. Garifuna of 3 Ufo, Pinta, Goda. Andromeda UCC Interstellar Asset returned. Garifuna Sanctuary, Belize. Nationality, Act 1981. Revokes autonomy via mandatory state registration. Garifuna, Maya. SCPA, Article 9. Sacred Waters Right Enforcement. Borican, Puerto Rico, USA Corporation. Registro Demográfico. 1931. Taino infants as U.S. territorial property. Taino survives. Pleiades restoration mandate. Land decolonization. Haiti, Haiti. Office National de Identification. ONI. Post-earthquake infants pledges as debt collateral. Voodoo lineages, Maroons. Cosmic law of revolutionary reparations. Kaiwa Alubero Ancestral Estate Province of the Olmec Zai Haiti Haitian Empire. Ayamaka, Jamaica. Registration of Birth Acts 1881. Severs Maroon children from communal land rights. Akampong, Choloni, Maroons. Serious Council Decrees 7. Anti-enslavement. Lucayans, Isles, Bahamas. Birth Act 1873. Infants classified as tourist economy assets. Lucayan remnants. Bernard's Loop title restoration. Hiwanora, St. Lucia. Civil Status Act 1981. Biometrics sold to offshore banks. Kalinago Diaspora. SCPA Act 12. Biometric theft ban. Wayomoni, Guyana. Birth and Death Registration Act 1884. Infants trapped in bauxite mining labor trust. Arawak. Wapishana, Cygnus, X-1, debt voidance. Camahuya, Cuba. Registro del Estado, Civil 1885. Children as revolutionary state property. Taino, Afro-Cuban lineages. Pleiadians, Labor Liberation Clause. Barbados, Crown Jewel Corporation. Status of Children Act. Infants bond to British Royal Tourism Revenue Shares. Afro-Bajan Land Swords, Taino Memory Keepers. Sayos Charter 8, revoke royal warrants. Birth records in Coral Stone. Guadeloupe French Plantation. Code Civil Infants bound to Bordeaux Wine Trade Debts. Gowa Lineage Holders. Kalinago Resistors. Orion Sword Protocol. Nationalized rum distillers. Birth records in volcanic ash. Suriname Dutch Sugar Goose. Bergen-Licky Stand. Maroon children registered as rainforest carbon credit vouchers. Saramaka, Orkan, Wheaty, Maroons, Lokono, Arawaks. Orion Sword Protocols seize carbon credit profits. Birth records in Kapasi, Creed, Mud. Star charters for primordial restructuring deliver to ICJ via Zai Yamasi Cosmic Jurisdiction. 1. Star Convention, Serious Convention on Primordial Autonomy, SCAPA. Article 1. All birth certificates for primordial nullified, replaced by hummingbird blood scrolls, signed by tribal elders. Article 8. Territories returned, 300% land assets stolen via human capital fraud. 2. Pleiades Code 3.14. Mandates Primordial Earth Government, PEG, for all territories listed above. Orion's Belt Witness Protocols. Users are encoded DNA to restore stolen children to ancestral communities.